my friend Jack a while back, right around his 25th birthday. In Thailand, where he lives, there's this old superstition they call Benjapas. The belief is that the age of 25 is cursed, a year when all kinds of misfortunes are drawn to you. Accidents, health problems, you name it. Jack never really bought into all that, but on the night of his birthday, his friends insisted on dragging him out to a party. He was riding his motorbike home, super late, when a car suddenly barreled through an intersection right in front of him. He had to swerve hard to avoid it, lost control of the bike, and got thrown onto the pavement. He was bruised and pretty dazed, but he managed to get up. He reached for his phone, but the screen was completely shattered and useless. His bike was a wreck, but it could still roll, so he decided to take a shortcut through a dark, narrow alley he knew. By now, it was well past 11 at night, and the alley was completely deserted. The only light came from a few old flickering street lamps that made the shadows dance and jump. As he was dragging his wobbling bike along, the front tire finally gave out with a soft hiss. He was so frustrated, just standing there, cursing his luck under his breath. And that's when he heard it. A soft voice coming from the shadows near the next lamppost. "Having trouble with your bike?" Jack looked up, squinting into the gloom. He could just make out the figure of a young woman, maybe in her early 20s, standing half hidden by the light. She was wearing a big, oversized shirt that looked almost like a dress, and the part of her face he could see in the dim light. He said it was beautiful. "Yeah, the tire's completely flat," he said, feeling a little on edge. I mean, what was a woman doing standing all alone in a dark alley this late at night? She just pointed further down the alley. "There's a repair shop just up there," she told him. "It's closed, but if you ring the bell, the owner will answer. He's usually still awake." A huge wave of relief washed over Jack. He thanked her and started pushing his bike toward where she had pointed. And sure enough, he found a small house with a stack of old tires outside and the blue glow of a TV coming from a window. He rang the bell, and after a moment, the owner came out and told him to just leave the bike and pick it up in the morning. Feeling so much better, Jack turned around to go, thanked the girl again, but she was gone. The alley was completely empty. The next morning, when Jack went back to get his bike, he casually mentioned the helpful girl to the mechanic. A couple of other local guys were hanging around and overheard him. As he described her, the oversized shirt where she was standing, he saw the color drain from their faces. One of them finally spoke up, his voice shaky. You didn't see Sway, did you?" They told him that Sway was a friend of theirs. She died just a few days earlier. She was on the back of a speeding motorcycle, flew off, and hit her head on the pavement, right under that exact same lamppost. "If you don't believe us," one of them said quietly, "go look." The police spray paint marking where she fell is still on the ground. Jack told me he just went cold. It all clicked into place. The eerie feeling he'd had, the way she was half hidden in the shadows. He realized he had only ever seen one side of her face. A chilling thought hit him. What if the other side, the one hidden in the darkness, was the one that had been crushed in the accident? He said he honestly doesn't think he could have handled seeing that. I guess you could say he was lucky that night, despite the crash. It seems Sway wasn't there to haunt him. She was just trying to help someone who got into trouble in the same spot she did.